That reminds me, another thing that people have been scratching their heads about. $3 million was spent on drones. $3 million today would be almost 50 million cedis. Were spent on some 200 drones. 3 of them were seen when you outdoored them. Where are the rest?
No, the drones were not purchased by the committee. It was purchased by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. So I don't have anything to say about that. We purchased some drones, but they were all accounted for, given to the district mining committees. Some were given to Operation Vanguard, the military, and so on. So our drones were accounted for.
How many were yours?
Oh, I've forgotten the number, but they were accounted for. All the documents were...
More than 10?
They were more than 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were they the same sort of robust?
No.
Big drones? Or
no, they were not
different?
big drones. They were not big drones.
They were smaller ones?
They were smaller ones.
Okay. The big drones though, because we saw you outdoor some 3 big drones. You explained that some of them even had night vision and so forth.
Yes, I think they must be there because when I was leaving, everything was handed over to national security. So some of the drones may be there, but as you know, if we don't fly them, the batteries may not run and so on. So,
but they were purchased by the Lands Ministry.
No, those ones that you're talking about, I don't know how big you're talking about, but we purchased some smaller drones and medium-sized drones. There were not many of them, but the majority of them, the 3 million that you're talking about, were purchased by the Lands Ministry.
Did you ever see them?
No, those ones, as I said, I was not responsible for those, so I didn't see them.
You didn't see them?
No.
So the ones that you outdoored, this is to finally put some clarity to this matter. So the ones that you outdoored, those 3 drones that some had night vision and so forth, were they part of the Lands Ministry drones or were they?
Yeah, the drones that we outdoored were used, and some were given to the Operation Vanguard and also the district mining committees to fly them. Then they were all trained at the Takwa University of Mines Studies. That's where the drone pilots were all trained.
Okay. These were drones bought by the committee. The committee.
But I'm not responsible for those that were bought by the Lands Ministry.
Right. So let's focus on the ones that you are responsible for. You say you don't remember how many they were?
No, difficult. I mean, 4 years and so on. I can't remember certain fine details.
Right. Okay.
But some of them, a few were left in the office. Some of them were given out. You see, mind you, the report that I wrote, I was asked to write it after I had left office.
Yes.
So even the letter to me was addressed to me to my personal address. The president wanted to know how we fought the fight, and then that we should suggest a way forward in fighting the menace. So this is what I wrote and gave to the presidency after I had left office. And so my job was done. It was after 2 years, 3 months or so, that the report was leaked, and people were beginning to ask, so what happened that nothing happened to the report? So I want to clarify that.
Very well, and we will spend sufficient time on the report. I mean, this is the biggest thing to talk to you about. But I really do want to put this drone business to bed because there's a lot of confusion there. So the first thing I want us to clarify is that some drones were bought by the committee, others were bought by the Lands Ministry.
Yes.
The $3 million amount, you're saying that one was by the Lands Ministry?
Yes.
Okay. So how much did your committee spend on drones?
As I said, I find it difficult to mention figures, but it wasn't in millions. Maybe some tens of thousands of cedis, of dollars.
Of dollars, okay. Yes. And they were not 200?
What, 200 drones?
Yes.
No. I don't think so.
Okay. Maybe 100?
Maybe. Charles might have, because he was directly involved in getting the drones. Charles Bisu, he did a very good job those days, yes.
Right. Now, I know there was a sort of a command center set up to control these drones at the office of the president.
No. The command center was here at the office, which is near the Korean embassy.
Which institution's office is that?
That is the, yes, okay, the office was under the office of the president,
right.
But it was not in the office, in the president's, as it were.
Very well.
We had an office outside.
Right.
That is the presidential office for natural resources and so on, yeah.
Okay. Now, I think maybe for clarity, I will quote you, just so that we are on the same page on this. This is what you said when you commissioned those 3 drones that I keep referring to. So here we go. This was in 2018, and you said, and I quote, "These are some of the drones that we have been able to acquire. One has thermal sensors that will allow us to deploy in the night, because we had a situation where the team did not operate in the night because they did not have night vision equipment." Now, at this, where you said this, there were 3 drones.
Yes, we had 3, they were fixed wings drones.
Right.
Those 3. The others were, had
collapsible wings.
Rotating, yes.
Right.
Motors.
Okay, but only 3 of them had fixed wings.
Only 3 of them were fixed wings, and they were supposed to fly long distances.
Okay.
And I don't even think we've even finished training the pilots, because one lecturer in Takwa was responsible for the training of those pilots. And I don't think we finished training the pilots who were supposed to fly those drones. So the
drones never got used, those 3?
Those 3 never got used until we left.
Okay, but they were not 3 of 200?
No. There were 3 fixed wings with those thermal sensors and so on. Okay. But the others were smaller drones.
Right. Okay.